ever been to someone's house and they had just like a library of board games? Okay, this is a dialogue. We can answer questions.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that's too many board games. Because I think the amount of board games someone has really says a lot about who they are as people. Like, for example, 1 to 5 board games, they're conservative. 6 to 10 board games, they like to have a little fun. 11 to 15 board games, they get a little competitive, but it's still friendly. 16 or more board games, though, someone in that house has been ruining game night for years, you know? So I grew up in a house where we had over 30 different board games, and you don't have 30 ex-boyfriends if your first few relationships were fantastic. It's like, you don't have 30 different board games if no one has stormed out while playing apples to apples. That doesn't happen. No. My dad was that person in my house. He's the reason we can no longer play the Game of Life SpongeBob edition. Yeah. My dad actually broke our Wii Fit board by playing too intensely. You know, the one piece of Wii equipment that requires zero competition whatsoever. Yeah, he broke it while playing the rhythm step game, where you step on and off the board to the music. Yeah, my family had like a lot of really obscure Wii games when I was growing up. So if you were coming over to my place, we weren't playing Mario Kart. We were playing Iron Chef or Zumba. There was no in between. Because my mom had a Zumba phase. My mom also used to control the iTunes account. And I feel like that's one of the reasons I was never like depressed as an adolescent, you know? Because you can't like cry on the floor to sad songs when 75% of the music on your iPod Shuffle is Flo Rida. Because it's really hard to hold a gun in your mouth when you're dancing. No, I'm not doing too great now, though, because the world is really crazy. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but they've recently been finding traces of lead in tampons. And of course, when I heard that, it kind of bummed me out, because of course now that means I have to stop eating tampons. So, I'm a little bit quirky, and because of that, people have asked me if I'm autistic. One of them was my high school Spanish teacher who liked to hit on teenage girls. We all have flaws. But this one time he came up to my desk and he was like, "Hannah, are you on the spectrum? Because you stare into space a lot." And I was like, "Whoa. I don't know, are you on the registry because you stare at my friend a lot?" But obviously I couldn't say that though, right? Like I couldn't say that, because I didn't know how to say it in Spanish. I never learned Spanish, and that's really impacted me in my adult life, because I recently got a new job as the diversity hire at a Mexican restaurant. I'm the only one there who speaks zero Spanish, which I'm not proud of. Like, I kind of wondered, like the first few weeks I was working there, like why they hired me in the first place, but I realized they hired me so that the Naperville crowd doesn't get performance anxiety when they want to order quesadillas. We're all on week 2 of Duolingo right now. No. This is my first job in food service in a while. I used to work at a fast casual pizza place as a food runner, and I realized working fast casual, no one has higher expectations than someone who's paying less than $10 for their meal. When I was working as a food runner, this lady, she came up to me and she asked if we would sing Happy Birthday for her son. Meanwhile, my coworkers were in the back ranking ethnicities on a pizza box. I think Cheesecake Factory would have been a better bet. No, for context, that was in the South. I also am from the South. I grew up in Central Georgia, and things were a little weird down there. I remember our like drug awareness education was a little bit different. We had Champs, which was like a rebranded Dare. And it was really interesting. So the way they did it was they taught us all the street names for every single drug, to the point where it felt less like they were trying to teach us how to avoid them and more like they were trying to make us into educated consumers. Like each class was an hour long. The first 45 minutes was spent teaching us all the street names for one single substance. And the last 15 minutes was to make sure we got the coupon code off the PowerPoint. That was fun. But we did get some really cool merch out of it. We got a sick t-shirt and a metal spoon to go with it. I learned a lot. I you guys knew this, but there is a difference between coke and crack, and that's whether you refer to yourself as a magician or a wizard. There's also, along the same lines, a difference between crack and meth, and that's whether you refer to yourself as a wizard or a grand wizard. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, no, but that was my hometown had a meth problem. My hometown also had a gun problem. Like, I remember the first time, I remember when Georgia first legalized open carry, and honestly that never felt normal to me. Like, I remember the first time I saw just like a regular person in public with a gun. I was in line at the movie theater to see Monsters vs. Aliens, and there's this guy in line in front of me just strapped at the movie theater. And I remember thinking, oh my god, the 3D must be insane. No, but I never understood the rationale for just like always having a gun, but people would explain to me, they're like, well, the only thing that can stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. And that made me wonder, do these people just fantasize about there being a bad guy with a gun just so they can shoot somebody? Because that reminded me of when I was 10 and I would sing in the grocery store just in case there was a Disney Channel casting agent for their next big star in Kroger. No, but I don't think being on Disney Channel was ever like in the cards for me, because I have parents who love me. I have a good relationship with my parents, actually. I like to call them when I'm writing to get feedback, but I realize my parents have two very different ideas of like what is and isn't appropriate. Like, I'll bring a joke by my mom, and she'll be like, I feel like that might be offensive to people with glasses. Then I'll run a joke by my dad, and he'll be like, I feel like that would be funnier in a Jamaican accent. I'm going to leave the Jamaican accents to Devin. Thank you so much, guys.